Hello students, this is Shumon Ghosh. I am a faculty of Join eGuru. This is a leading online live classroom and we today discuss the different concepts of Java programming. This is the specific programming language that is the syllabus of ICSC board students as well as ISC board students. According to class 8 syllabus, they started the technology of Java programming and the technology is automatically moved in class 9 and class 10 also. So, in the historical background of Java programming, there are few points and how the Java programming was developed. Java is an object-oriented high-level programming language. This is a very popular language nowadays. And why Java is popular and when it is introduced and how it was developed, who is the inventor? There are a few questions regarding the mind of every student. So I start the answering of different situations on different problematic operations regarding Java. So Java was developed by James Gosling in late 1990s and by his team. His team was named by Green Project team and he introduced this language to develop some household device, electronic device to maintain some embedded programming concept, to maintain the mechanism of TV, toaster, mixer, etc. So it was named by Oak at first and in 1995 the name was changed and it was maintained by the name Java and it was developed by Sun Microsystem. So how can we write the program regarding Java? And this is our first programming language coding of Java programming. To write down any object oriented programming language, we have to maintain a class definition. So each Java is a complete object oriented programming language, so it follows the definitions like that. So at first we start the first line, that is a comment statement. It is called single line comment. In case of Java programming, we can use single line as well as multi-line comment. Single line comment statement starts with a double slash and after that we can write down the class definition. The class definition starts by the class keyword. This is a keyword. Keyword means some reserved words whose meaning and action is fixed by the programming language, and this is the test, that is the identifier. Here it identifies that the name of the class. According to the convention of Java programming language, this is the first letter must be written in uppercase. So I write down test in uppercase. But if we write down the name as in lowercase, no error will be given because by convention it is not maintained strictly. Okay. After that we maintain a braces that creates a block definition. The class definition maintained within this block, and inside the class definition the basic operation that is executed by the main function. This is the main execution function after compilation of this code. When the interpreter interprets this code, the interpretation starts from this main function. Now there are some questions regarding the students. What is the significance of public? What is the significance of static? And what is the significance of void? This main function always starts with these three keywords and we have to maintain this sequence. We can change the sequence, but remember one thing, the return type, the significance of the void is specified as return type of the main. It must be placed before the main. We can jumble the positions public and static as static public or public static, no matter, but always write the void term before the main. Now what is the purpose of public? I already discussed what is keyword. Public and static and void, these are the keywords of Java programming, and public is used as an access specifier. What is access specifier? Publicly defined method can be accessed automatically by the object of the class. So if we declare any method as public, then it has less security. But when we use the static term with a particular function definition, then it specified that that particular function cannot be accessed by the object of the class. It means that main function cannot be accessed by the object of this test class. And there are few another characteristics how we access a static method. In case of Java programming, static method can be accessed by the class name followed by dot operator. But main is not accessed by the class name, as the main function is the function that is the gateway of the programming executions, and it is called by the interpreter. And void means the function does not return any value. And after the main, we maintain a parenthesis, because every function terminates by the parenthesis, and inside this parenthesis we use string args and the square bracket. What is the significance of this statement here? String is a class name, and in case of Java, the class name always starts with uppercase, and args, this is the identifier, that is the string array type. It is mainly used for command line argument, and if we not use it, it will not specify that main function that will be interpreted by the main. In case of ICSE, ISC board students, they are write down the code without using this string args. It is also supported only for BlueJ platform. BlueJ is the IDE that can be used to write down the Java programming, but in case of professional platform just like Eclipse, NetBeans, we have to write down this signature. Okay. Now after that, main is a function, so it have a block. So the braces are used to specify the block of the main function body, and inside the main function body we use the system.out.print. It is a function. Print is a function that is used to print the statement that we want to show in our output screen. So hello world, we have to print this statement in our output screen. So it is a string format, so we have to maintain a double quotation to specify the value as a string type. And why it is accessed with respect to system and out? Because println is a function. In case of object oriented mechanism, a function cannot be called directly. We have to maintain an object oriented mechanism with the object formation. So out is the object, but out is a static member regarding the system class. So we have to specify system.out, and out call the function print. We can also use println. So move the statement into new line. So after that, we close the main function and close the block of the class. And remember one thing, every statement in Java always terminated by semicolon. So we have to maintain a semicolon to complete the statement. And when we execute the coding, we get the result hello world. Thank you.